Welcome back, everyone, to another Kaiserreich episode, and the Japanese have declared war on the Philippines, so we need to finish off the Sichuanese quickly before the Japanese get really any ideas to come and attack us. And you know the Japanese, they love invading people, so they're definitely going to do that as soon as possible. You know, those Japanese, they sure love to attack. Peaceful, loving nations that have nothing to do with them. But the Japanese attack them anyway, because that's just what they do, you know. Whatever. It's not a question of Japan. It's a question of, you know, the imperial situation as it was in the late 19th century, early 20th century, and all that. But the Japanese threat is real. Really interesting in general how the Japanese just like decided to go after China. It was not like, I wouldn't say that it was a 100% sort of foregone conclusion type of deal. Oh, you fucking Kunming government just declares war on the Sichuanese. That would be rather annoying if they swoop in and manage to like take everything, and they somehow get the war score to take everything for themselves. That would be rather annoying, I would say. But yes, we are pushing through. We are crushing the Sichuanese. And yeah, I mean, the poor Liu here. Did you know that Sichuan had so many warlords? And a lot of them were, you know, also from the Liu family, this Liu family, that they had a two Liu war. Like a war of one Liu against another one. I think they were cousins or something. I don't remember their exact relation. Yeah, Sichuan was quite the wild place in the warlord era. Yeah, we just need to let these guys move around. Unfortunately, we don't have the forces to just take them out. All right. We've lost 8,000 to the Sichuan clique. Not ideal for sure. And the supply situation out here is atrocious. So we can't exactly move on Chengdu. I mean, this is really shitty terrain. Yeah, a lot of our divisions are doing really badly when it comes to equipment. You know what? I think I need to stop a lot of these attacks. I need to stop a lot of these attacks because they are really inefficient when it comes to the supply. Yeah, I don't want to lose more. I really don't want to lose more infantry equipment that is necessary right now. I want to conserve as much as possible. So I'm gonna start only attacking in plains. As much as that is possible, even though it's really not that possible considering Sichuan is so bloody mountainous. Alright, are you getting a planning bonus by just staying here? You should be. Oh, well, I mean, you don't have a... You don't have an arrow. Don't know why. Let's get you some planning bonus, boy. And let's prepare the attack to encircle this army, which should be rather easy. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, now we have a, you know, crushing superiority. Now that we've actually brought up our divisions. Very good. And I think we can push forward here to the west as well, and perhaps strike on Chongqing. Let's fix these guys in place with my militia. And get these guys the bloody hell out of there. Although at least I suppose we can just quickly grab that encirclement. Yeah, okay, alright. You get the hell out. Very good. There goes 6 divisions. Very perfect. Now I'm taking useless attrition again. And I don't think I need to attack there anymore. The actual breakthrough towards Chongqing seems possible. So let's try to make sure that that happens. Okay, that's going down. The supply situation out here is rather shitty. But what can you do? And yeah, we just need to fix a hell of a lot of stuff. With our army, with a bunch of shit. Yeah, we really need this stuff as well. Well, that's 50 army experience. And we need also to start to do the Second National Congress bullshit. Su Qian passes away. Huh. Let's do the Repatriated Congress. Or rather, the second Repatriated Congress, because as you may remember, the first one was way earlier in the campaign, when we had just returned to China. All right, we've got some semblance of a line out here. I would really love it if you managed to... Oh, the combat whiff over here is very poor. Yeah, this militia is unable to continue that battle anymore. Yeah, 89%. I mean, the combat whiff here is just so bad that it's going to be difficult to finish this breakthrough, even though it was easy to start it. How is the equipment situation? Minus 10,000. Yeah, we need to stop training. Need to stop training, and we need just more guns, you know? We are producing 40 per day, though, which is rather nice. Need to actually increase the amount of support equipment, too, because we are starting to lose that as well. All right, I mean, I guess I just can't break through. Grand ambitions for a new republic. First on the Congress's agenda was to implement the party state's mass bureaucracy into a greater national form. Oh, that's nice, though. Love that encirclement for us. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. The Kuomintang is not only to be a political organ for the next pivotal years of political tutelage, but also a guiding force to train and teach the masses revolutionary consciousness so that the Chinese people themselves could finally stand up to imperialism. Now, this pretty much is taken wholesale. Bloody hell, this supply situation. This is pretty much taken wholesale from the concept of political tutelage. How much? Oh my god, plus 30% attrition. Get the fuck out. Like right now. Which was originally Sun Yat-sen formulated it, and it's the idea that the Chinese people have not developed enough in this current sort of historical stage, historical conditions in the, we're talking about here in the early 1920s. Whoa, what are we getting attacked at by the Kunming national government? That's fine. The Kunming national government is okay. They're having issues already. Let's, however, redeploy forces to face them, if this is the case. Let's get units down to the south. As long as it's not the bloody Japanese, you know. Well, I guess the enemies just want us to take, Chongqing. Anyways, here we're talking about the, 1920s, when the, second iteration of the Kuomintang was really coming over. The political tutelage was supposed to be one of the free stages, through which the free principles of the people would be brought over to China, including democracy. So basically being, the first one being military dictatorship, so ruled by the armies that were loyal to the KMT in the areas that they took over. The second being, sort of political tutelage, which is basically a one-party or, near dictatorship, near one-party adjacent dictatorship by the KMT over China. And third and final stage being sort of full democracy. And, well, I mean, I suppose they did get the full democracy in Taiwan. I suppose in the end they did manage to reach that stage of development that Dr. Sun had envisioned. But yeah, it did take a long time, obviously. I don't remember exactly how much Sun Yat-sen thought that it would take to, end political tutelage and reach full democracy or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it still took a while. So basically this is the same. As such, a unanimous vote has approved proposal to establish a formal Ministry of Education and National Health Administration. Okay. The Ministry of Education is to be led by one of the 4 elders of the Kuomintang and member of the World Society, Tsai Yuanpei. Tsai, who commands a great amount of prestige due to his work in the reform of Beijing University nearly a decade earlier, is himself a philosophical anarchist and advocates combining labor and learning in education. Now, this is one of the about 15 billion sort of theories or, development, like political developments that were going on. This is in a very early period. This is before, for instance, the founding of the CCP in 21. This is before the founding of the CCP in 1921. This is before many of the things that would happen in the 20s. This is before the sort of northern warlords had fallen to the KMT. So this is when still the KMT was like sort of a national revolutionary force, as it may. these kinds of developments were going on that I'm trying to explain, basically being theories on how to construct a superior society in general. And one of the ideas that was going around was basically to create sort of model colonies of sort of work and study being united as one. So like intellectual labor and manual labor, that difference being abolished, which was sort of similar to some, you know, utopian socialists of the previous century in Europe, and also some Russian socialists, you know, Narodniks and all that. This is never something that really Marxism was too into, the sort of creating model colonies of a sort of nearly socialistic character. But it was something that a lot of other European socialists were really into, especially Germans and French, and even to a degree, famously the Scottish Owen. But yeah, basically this idea of many Chinese anarchists was we're going to basically make it so the, you know, intelligentsia and the urban working class are sort of fused into one by having work, study, you know, experiments. And this is gonna not only sort of have a class solidarity aspect to it, it's also going to have a it's also going to have an effect on basically being a model for socialism, right? So it's going to be an experiment in socialism, or you know, whatever the hell. Yeah. Along with the planned construction of the Academia Sinica, which is basically the higher education institute of nationalist China that they ended up making with the Republic of China. Who I believe, which I believe was headed up by Hu Shi, that liberal intellectual that I talked about a few episodes ago in the context of the New Culture movement. Sort of American-leaning liberal figure who would follow Chiang Kai-shek to Taiwan, actually. And yeah, so we're talking about Academia Sinica. There will also be an industrial labor college, an agricultural labor college, a social sciences college, the third choice reflecting the anarchist ideals that social sciences and social revolution were inseparable. Rural health conditions in the Chinese countryside are utterly deplorable by modern medicine standards. In some cases, midwives resort to using cow dung or mud to stop the bleeding during delivery. The promotion of public health is not only seen as an extension of Minsheng, the people's welfare, but also reflects Dr. Sun's belief that a physically strong people could not be so easily conquered. As a result, a National Health Administration has been founded by the Ministry of the Interior. Its goals are to create mobile clinics and public health stations, enforce vaccinations, and train local midwives and nurses in modern medicine techniques. With pressures from the PAC, that being the Provisional Action Committee, the administration's first experimental health clinics was established in the former Mingan zone. Now, I would say overall this is a rather interesting thing, in part also because of this health paragraph that we've got at the end. Because actually the solution, this was what the Maoists were sort of faced as well, even after, you know, the nationalist government, and also obviously because of the Japanese war. The sort of health system that nationalist China had set up, the very limited health system that nationalist China had set up, was, you know, completely destroyed. But also wasn't that developed to begin with. However, yeah, that was the problem that the Maoists ended up being faced with. And part of the solution to the Maoists was actually, in truth, very clever, but it's often mocked in the West. It was the... essentially the encouraging traditional Chinese medicine. And the reason why I say that that was really clever is that it, you know, it was obviously a nationalistic move, but also because, you know, in general, they just really didn't have the ability to do anything else. So traditional Chinese medicine literally was better than nothing, you know, for the Maoists. And yeah, I mean, they were forced to rely on it. Obviously later, after they had already sort of well established their government, and they had for a while assistance from the Soviet Union, the sort of health conditions in China improved quite a bit, but then, you know, the sort of chaos of the Cultural Revolution or whatever, that was not a good idea. Switching to the... That was not a good idea, switching to the new infantry equipment. Let's continue producing the obsolete one, because we've got really steel issues, a lot of them. So, you know, it is what it is with the steel. Let's start to get ourselves some submarines, because we will need at least some navy to fight with Japan. All right, I mean, stop this attacking all over the place. We've done enough fighting. We really have done enough fighting, so how about we play things very cautiously and smartly from now on, and only do fighting as strictly necessary to make encirclements. Oh, well. We appear to have run out of time on that. Submit demands. There we go. You get nothing, Kunming National Government. Okay, the Revolutionary and the Monarchists. Let's not miss the event. It's 5 days. Are they still bloody... Oh, they're still doing this. I dare you to bloody declare on me. I dare you to declare on me. I bloody dare you to declare on me. Although it would be really based. What? Why? Alright. Very good. Anyways, Revolutionary and Monarchist, we have some... It's just a flavor event, all right. Cannot really do too much about it. Just don't have the time to read those. Anyways, we are finally at peace, I would say. We have lots of resistance to occupation, obviously. Although, quite a bit of it is... Yeah, we're gonna need to click this button. I don't think that the Kunming government is going to... actually attack us. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, the language issue. Can't really comment on that too much right now. Can't really comment on the language issue, as it may. All right. Let us set up to deal with the Kunming government. Yeah, obviously we need a lot of bullshit. Oh, I guess the combined syndicalist won. Rather good for us, that would be. End of the American Civil War. Let's go. All right. We are... Oh, that's a supply hub, actually. Means I can send in a lot. Oh, the national anthem. So with the unification of China under the sword and flag of the Kuomintang, efforts have been made to consolidate nationalist rule with a proper Chinese anthem. The previous anthem of the Beiyang Republic, Song of the Auspicious Cloud, and other anthems have been denounced as backwards and or irrelevant to the modern Chinese revolutionary... Hold on. To the modern Chinese revolutionary struggle. Furthermore, the National Anthem Commission has been assigned... Oh, he has actually declared war on me. Well, I was not expecting that. I certainly applaud his bravery. I certainly applaud the man's bravery. I mean... I see nothing wrong with attacking me. Good job on his part. Kind of annoying that I did end up wasting a hell of a lot of Political power for me. Yeah, 30 political power is a lot right now because we're not getting any, which is rather annoying. Anyways, well, some radical socialists within the KMT and the League of Chinese Syndicalists have proposed the Internationale, translated in vernacular Chinese by the syndicalist Chu Qiubai. Sorry, that's I got damn. But both the March of the Volunteers, which is the modern Chinese anthem, and the Internationale in Chinese start with the words "Qilai," rise up. So you know, that's my mistake. Sorry. The Internationale in Chinese would be "Qilai bu yao zuan di nuo li, Qilai bu shi shen fan di jian," etc., etc. Something like that. I don't remember the exact lyrics in Chinese, unfortunately. Anyways, so either the Internationale. The move has attracted backlash from members of the Central Committee who believe that the lyrics of the national anthem must reflect the principles held dear by their late Premier, Dr. Sun Yat-sen. As such, many are in favor of adopting Professor Cheng Mao-yun's Free Principles of the People, which is currently the anthem, I believe, of the Republic of China. You know, the one in Taiwan at the very least. And I think it was during Chiang Kai-shek's decade in power. Or not really. I used the wrong terminology. The decade was only a thing when it comes to stable KMT power. In truth, they were obviously in power for longer because of the Japanese War. Anyways, so that's San, Min, Jui, etc., etc. Not really my favorite anthem, to be completely honest. Very slow anthem. Alternatively, a suggestion has arisen from the Chinese musician Huang Tzu, with lyrics taken from a poem written by a prominent right-wing Kuomintang ideologue Dai Jitao. Huh. I wonder if that's referencing something, because I'm just not, you know, I'm not getting anything from that, to be completely honest. I have no idea who we're talking about. He's a musician, that's for sure. Yeah, Chinese musician of the early 20th century. He also composed the national flag anthem of the Republic of China. Huh. I suppose it would be this one? National flag anthem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever listened to this one. I mean, obviously the Internationale and all that, but you know, we still haven't really had the takeover of the more radical forces in any way, so we're gonna do the Free Principles of the People, even though it's not really my favorite. I would really love it if the option was there for Ode to the Motherland, which is another Chinese sort of red nationalist song. You know, it's used by the communists right now, but it's definitely, you know, more of a nationalist song than anything else. I don't know, see, that's the thing, I don't know if Ode to the Motherland was composed, you know, in this time period or later at all. But yeah, definitely go listen to Ode to the Motherland if you want a great potential Chinese anthem. I mean, that and March of the Volunteers. March of the Volunteers is not bad. And obviously the Internationale, you know, if you're a socialist and all that, the Internationale is obviously the top choice all the time, every time. But, you know, we're not quite communists right now. Or, you know, syndicalists, revolutionary syndicalists. Anyways, we're going to finish the hosting of the Repatriated Congress and going down and, you know, continuing our efforts to unify China and establish a strong national government next time, because I appear to be out of time. Although I would really love to, end the episode with the capture of Kunming from the evil traitors of the right Kuomintang. That is something I would really love. Oh, there goes the Russian Socialist Republic. They declared war on the Caucasus. Yeah, that means they're at war with the entire Reichspakt. Eastern Front of the Third International. Yeah, I mean, looks like the Russians are going to get their asses kicked. I really don't see any way that they're not going to get their asses kicked. They look like to be still not... The AI looks like to be still not amazing at it. And anyways, on the 28th of August 1949, KMT revolutionary troops have entered the KMT rightist capital of Kunming. The Yunnan clique is going to be destroyed soon enough by our glorious armies. And yeah, we appear to only need to take Weiyang. With Beijing and Nanjing and Kuomintang hands for the first time in the party's history, the party has certainly achieved a greater degree of legitimacy than ever before. Nonetheless, warlords still remain either in vague loose alliances with left Kuomintang or are outright opposed to the Kuomintang's claim to national leadership. The Manchurian problem continues to vex the Kuomintang, and the National Revolutionary Army mulls its chances of liberating the central Chinese territory from the Fengtian warlords. The people of the Northeast have fallen victim to these bandits, and the Fengtian government's position is shored up by their lackey status to Japanese imperialism's co-prosperity sphere. In the coming days, it will not be unexpected to see Zheng Zuolin mobilize his forces in a desperate attempt to end the Second Northern Expedition, or to see Japan intervene against the Kuomintang due to the latter's openly anti-imperialist stance. The legation cities and other concessions in China must also be dealt with severely. As to the Chinese Nationalist Party, these regions are integral Chinese lands. Once the Kuomintang has successfully concluded the national unification and the phase of political tutelage, there is no doubt that the left Kuomintang will seek to demand the restoration of all foreign-owned Chinese territories. And that's the end. With this amazing portent of things to come, and also, I suppose, the Second Weltkrieg and all that. Hey, I mean, the Germans do have a lot of fronts to deal with. They've even got the socialists in Greece, apparently. Definitely not ideal situation for Bukharian over here in Russia. But yeah, perhaps the Commune of France can, do well. I mean, they've got the combined syndicates, although the combined syndicates have a long way to go before they're actually going to be strong enough to deal with the Reichspakt or, help out the Internationale in any way, shape, or form. We've got Durruti here with the Spanish Socialists and Mosley with the Union of Britain. I think we're going to start off next episode, whenever that is going to be, with a sort of rundown of how things have progressed in the world, although it seems like really nothing too out of the ordinary. Looks like the Dominion of India has reunited the whole subcontinent. Interesting. I've never seen the Indo-Chinese Revolution, which is rather annoying, because I did go for the yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Looks like the Philippines are getting attacked by the Japs, and I mean, the AI is not that great at amphibious invasions, and I mean, that's good. That's good for us. Not that many Japanese divisions to deal with, or at least less than there were before, because they're getting killed in the Philippines. Nice color as well. Good job, Quezon. So, good job fighting Filipinos. Anyways, that's all gonna be for next time, however, as we have way gone past the necessary time. I want to thank y'all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.